Well, welcome to another edition, quick edition hopefully, of Don Olfen on Fishing. This will be the second video that I'm shooting today. The first one was a glide bait video. Now I'm going to just hopefully troll up some kokanee, I'm excited. I'm just right here, just below the pipeline. It's obvious, everybody can see it. But as I said before in my other videos, I've not been on the water for a couple of weeks. Had to be out of town, and so this is the first time back out. And I figured I'd try to find the kokanee first in the big schools before I settle down and start to jig for them. So today I'm just going to be trolling for them. I've got my lines down at 37 feet, one, and then I've got the other one at 41 feet. So stay tuned. Hopefully I'll be able to put my limit in the boat and talk to you a little bit about trolling for kokanee right now, even though I'm sure many of you are already, if I can catch them this quick, I'm sure the guys that have been going for 30 years are catching them. So, but at least I'll tell you what I'm doing. So thanks for watching. About 3 or 4 minutes and already have a fish coming up to the surface. It feels like it's a kokanee. I thought I came over some kokanee before, so we'll just see what it is. Not gonna make any claims for certain right yet. Haven't even got my second rod out. Nor do I have my net out. This is my unprepared day. Might have gotten off. With all my, no, it's still there. With all my playing around. Still hasn't come to the surface, which could mean all sorts of things. Now it's there. Oh, it's a coke. There we go. Now it's acting like a kokanee. Boy, it's taking line like nobody's business. It's a nice kokanee if I can get it in. There it is. That's a beautiful koke. What a great way to start the kokanee part of this journey today. Now, some fish coming on the screen right now, right at the exact depth of my transducer. Hopefully you can hear the microphone. I've got a little better microphone coming, but there you can see those fish. They're coming on out, back out towards where my line is. Hopefully we'll get another bite here. You never know. Looks like they moved through without a whisper at this point. But we were at the right depth, so 41 feet was the right depth for those fish, and now maybe they'll get some interest and come up from behind, but I'm not really worried about it. There's a line of fish that are right there, right on my finder, or right on my oh, there's one that just came down, and oh, now I've got a bunch of fish right on that line. So hopefully one of them will actually take the bait. There he goes. There he goes. We got him on. Looks like I've got 2 fish on right now. So if I can get these 2 fish in, I've got to have one Well, I don't know about this one still being on, but I know I've still got one on the other one, so I'll just bring this in real quick and see if I somehow missed that one. Oh, I've got it. Oh, it came off. That's okay. I've got the other one on, so so we can see what we've got here. It was on a long time, so yep, it's there. It's there. That's funny. It's so fun to play with new devices. It's just so fun how those fish came up from behind and took that, you know, just came up after already passing the you know, all of my bait and stuff. They turned around, came right back up through, car started following it, and then there they were. So there we have it. I think I may try to flip this one in, which I did, and that worked out well. So there's number 2. Not quite as big of a fish as the first one, but then again, beggars can't be choosers. That was really funny. 2 fish on at the same time. The one was coming with the boat, so I thought it was getting off, so I didn't pay really much attention to it, and it came off here at the boat. So let me just take a second and show you what I've got here. Just got a standard 4.5 inch Dakota blade sold by Colton Christenson, Lakeshore Tackle, and then I've got one of his spinners. That's a pink and white with obviously some orange and some clear, and all I'm doing is just putting a couple of pink maggots. No, I'm not worrying about having it go the same way as the hook. I'm going sideways. I'm not doing any of those things that other people do. That's just a pretty simple thing for me. And we'll go ahead and get that back out. I'm going out 50 feet behind the boat now, so I reset it and get out there 50 feet, and then I'll put it down. And once again, the fish so far, I've only been doing it for 15 minutes here, but they've been at between 40 and 45 feet. Actually 37 feet, because that's the one I just put in the live well was at 37, but 37 to 41 feet. But I've been seeing them on the finder all the way down to 45. So that's just the way it is. And I'll go ahead and get this one down, and then make a big sweeping turn after I get the next one down and come back through that same area, because that's where I found the fish within about, I don't know, 2 minutes of dropping down. So there we go. So down we go. Okay, that was 41, so I'm going back to 41. And if you know me, I don't usually have my both rigs set up at exactly the same depth. I like to have a little tiny bit of difference just in case larger fish might be above or below. And so that's why I do that. It's, once again, I'm not the trolling expert. I'm just telling you this is what I've learned over the few years that I've been trolling for kokanee. So anyway, I'm just putting shoe peg corn on this. This is standard yellow. It's not anything special. It's not the fire corn or anything like that. It's just shoe peg corn that I have here in the back. And I've got a little weak one on the front there. This is my blue spinner. So we'll go ahead and get that back out. Same kind of Dakota blade from Christenson Tackle. While we're just waiting for things to happen, I'm going to take my transducer and move it a little bit so I can see both transducers, and you can see that now. And so the top one is the one that's here, which is you know, on the the port side of the boat. And for some reason, there've been fish just so fascinated with that. It's just amazing how they've been. And of course, we lost either our ghost fish that was over here or the one that has been chasing. So that's one of the things that you have to realize, is that if you want to watch your rig back behind the boat 50 to 60 feet or whatever you are, then you've got to have your transducer, because of the sharp angle of the cone, you've got to have that be facing towards the front of the boat, or going parallel to the boat actually. So I'll show you that. So there you go with that. You can see that there are now some fish back there, and but then you go this here, you can easily see the two downriggers. So knowing what I know now already, I'm going to take another big sweeping turn to the right here, which is my starboard side, and I'm going to come back down through again, just in case the fish have moved, and I'll go ahead and drop down a little bit farther with both of my rigs, if I believe that that I'll be going through that school of kokanee. And sometimes they do change positions. They came 3 times, they were in the same spot. The 4th time through, they have now moved, and maybe they're down 15 feet. Now that could happen because they're being chased by lake trout. That could be because they just feel more comfortable there. They might be reacting to the fact that they've got somebody fishing just above there. So you never know what's going to be happening there. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off and get us back into position, and we'll see what happens when we return. Well, I got a little tiny bit of reprieve from the storm, just a hair, so I just dropped down again, and looks like I've got a decent fish on there. We can just keep it on till I can get it in the net. I was bringing in my other line and had to drop what it was doing when that went off. So we'll see if I can't maneuver this fish. I'm going to go ahead and stop my boat, make it easier. There we go. There's number 3. So that all worked out. Got a little bit of a surprise here because of the reprieve of the storm. So now I'm headed in, and as soon as I can get this baby put away, what a beautiful fish that is. Just a real nice fish.